The Gender Violence Recovery Center, a support system within the Nairobi Women's Hospital and other hospitals, anonymous with women and children who have found themselves in abusive situations. Here they receive medical and psychosocial care.
The first thing we do is to give something we call PEP, which is post-exposure prophylaxis. It's a treatment to ensure that someone doesn't get infected with HIV and AIDS. We also give preventive medication for emergency contraceptives and also prevention from hepatitis B. We do counseling on a one-to-one basis. We also do family-based therapy because we realize that a survivor does not carry the burden alone.
Once they receive the victim, they have to take them through several tests to ascertain the level of damage, according to Vincent Oyengo, a medical officer at the hospital.
First thing we do is to get their side of the story. After hearing the side of the story, usually with their consent, we examine them. And the examination involves general appearance, if there is any scratch mark on the face or on the hands. Also, we do examine their clothes, if they are intact or they are torn or they are blood-stained. After that, we do what we call invasive exam. That's we do a speculum, rather involving vaginal exam. Look at the vaginal, if it's intact, vaginal wall is intact, if there are any tears or obvious tears. For that, we do a speculum. Basically, the speculum is to able to collect the sample. If there was a penetrative intercourse, mostly we'll be able to find deposit of sperms.
The director of GVRC cautions victims against concealing evidence in whatever form for perpetrators to be followed.
We encourage a preservation of evidence. We actually will give evidence in court. Our doctors give evidence in court so that the medical side of the case is given, and that supports in getting access to justice for survivors.
There are many consequences of gender-based violence.
First, we are losing a lot of the national economy because these people are not going to be productive. Secondly, we are losing on talent because we destroy young persons right from a very tender age. They start losing confidence in their society, they start getting angry at a society, and they grow up as angry individuals. And in turn, they'll start again, the cycle of abuse will continue because I was abused, I'm more likely to abuse.
Grace says violence should never be an option to settle social matters.
The society has allowed it to happen because we've begun believing that physical violence, that violence resolves issues, yet violence doesn't. It just makes a society worse off. And we would want to encourage dialogue when it comes to resolving issues. We would want to encourage nonviolent ways of dealing with issues.
Although physical damage is repaired for most victims, some psychological wounds are too difficult to heal.
I don't feel the same. I don't have the same feelings I used to have for my best friends, like the male friends I have.
The government and stakeholders are being urged to spend more resources on preventing the vice through educational awareness rather than concentrate on cosmetic treatment.
Theater procedures to stitch, bruises and deep cuts that people have had. And it is expensive and not affordable for most of the mwananchi. All these are things that can be avoided if it wasn't happening. So we spend a lot of resources in treating other than in preventing.
Victims of gender-based violence are advised that when an assault takes place, they should record a statement at the nearest police station and then check into a hospital to seek medical attention. Reporting for Health Matters, I am Stella Kaleche.